Have you ever wondered why it's so difficult for you to empower others? Today's live is for you. I'll be there at 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on my YouTube channel, Turn Around Doctor. Find out what it is that's stopping you from empowering others, and then how you can start to empower others. I'll see you over there. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dr. Donna. Welcome to today's personal accountability. Today's topic, grasp. What is the first thought that enters into your mind when you hear grasp? The definition that I will be using today is this: power to understand or comprehension. Power to understand or comprehension. In order for you to execute any strategy, you have to understand why you're doing it. You have to have a complete grasp of the totality of that strategy. If you don't comprehend it, if you don't have a complete understanding or a complete grasp of it, you will not be able to execute it to the best of your ability. And when you don't have that understanding, you're going to implement one of the 74 principles of real leadership, which is, if you don't know, ask. And then listen is another one for the answer from the person or the search that you're having. Because without that understanding, without that information, you will not be able to execute that strategy to its fullest extent. Make sure that you have a complete grasp of the strategy that you are using before you start with step one. Got it? Good. You know what I stopped doing? Trying to figure it out for them. Oh, why isn't it working out? Because it was a dumbass plan. You need a turnaround tactic today. On Threads, I answer questions as they come up in my feed if they apply to me. And a question that I see often that I don't answer is, do you know who you are? Have you found your life's purpose? And questions in that regard. And I skip past them because I know who I am. I have a complete, thorough grasp on who Dr. Donna is and who I am becoming better on the daily basis. The definition of grasp is the power to understand, comprehension. And if you find yourself not having a complete grasp on who you are now and what you're working towards, that means that you are not self-reflecting on the daily basis. It means that you're not executing a daily plan and then evaluating how that strategy or that plan went. And that's why you don't know who you are. Another problem is confirmation bias and conformity bias. If you have a friend group, your family, I like to call them stins and stuckmalies because they're stuck together, they will then tell you who you are. But in order to find out who you actually are, you need to be in your frontal lobe because that's where your personality resides. That's where who you actually are is. That's how you get a complete grasp of who you are. And then you plan on who you'd like to be, who you are becoming. And the objective always with personal accountability is to be the best version of yourself every single day. That's what you present to yourself, and that's what the world gets to benefit from, but it's for you first. In your personal time today, you are going to really sit down and assess, comprehend who you actually are, get a grasp on that, and then determine what you want to keep, what you want to continue to do, and the things that you don't want to do anymore that no longer represent who you are and who you are becoming. You can discard those things. For example, I used to wear watches all the time. I don't wear watches anymore because I manage my entire time. I'm in complete control of my day. And as a result of that, I no longer need to wear a watch. I have a complete comprehension and understanding of time and whose time I used to be on and whose time I'm on now. That's just one simple example. So start to understand who you are and get a complete grasp of you and who you are becoming. Okay?